All right. Hey, girl, I just wanted to make a video for you with some like examples of things that you could incorporate into your health and fitness routine. And since there's so many options and there's so many things that you want to know about, I wanted to give you like a good rundown of all of your options so that you can pick the best one for you. Also, just a side note, my kids are in the living room watching TV, so you'll probably hear that, or you'll probably see them running in and out. That's just part of my days right now. So I hope that doesn't get in the way too much, but it could. I'm just warning you. All right, so I'm going to start sharing my screen really quick so that you can see. You can even see in my browser here, I've got Word Girl pulled up. It's a favorite right now for some reason. My oldest son loves it. All right, so let's find the best fit for you. The newest program, I guess, newest nutrition program just launched a few weeks ago, and this is called the 2B Mindset. And so this is the first thing I want to cover just because it's so radically different from anything we've done. I've been doing the container system for 2.5 years, and then this came out, and it's honestly like an exciting change for me. The 2B Mindset is still all about being healthy and still about eating the right foods, as you can tell from the picture, what she's holding there. But her main focus is helping you develop a healthy relationship with food. So if you'll see her quote, a healthy outside starts from the inside. So to look good, you've got to be good with, yourself on the inside, which more women struggle with than I, can even realize here. And so what is the 2B Mindset? It is a video-based weight loss program. There's no workouts that go with this one, but this program, this nutritional guide, can be used with any of our workouts. So that's why I'm sharing it with you. It's a video-based weight loss program, so you get these courses basically that teach you to focus on what you can eat to stay full and satisfied in any and every situation that you find in your life. There's no counting calories or points or macros or measuring any portions like I do with my containers, which, by the way, I'm not against. I love those containers, changed my life. I love them. But I'm in a season now where this is just kind of nice just to look at healthy food and not count anything. And, there's seasons with everything. And so all of the options I'm going to share with you are totally awesome. It just depends on where you are in your mindset. And for example, it's summertime. And in the summer, I love just not planning anything and not having a routine, still being mindful of what I'm doing and how I'm doing it. But I don't want to have this set, nutrition guide where I meal plan and I'm eating only, I want to go to barbecues with people and I want to be able to find things there that are healthy for me. And that's what this teaches you how to do. And so basically I've been using this for 2.5 years with my containers, but now I'm just not using my containers. So I don't know, it's just it's a good program. I've loved it so far. And she also gives you incredibly sneaky ways to get veggies into your diet and into your kids' and husband's diet, if that is an issue at your house like it is here at mine. And just really, really good stuff, things I would never think of that are absolutely delicious and easy and simple. And she gives you 21 videos that help you create that healthy relationship with food. Now, who is Ilana Molstein and why does she care so much about your healthy relationship with food? And it's because she's been there. She, at the age of 8, which she'll share more about this if you choose this program, but at the age of 8, she was sent to fat camp, as she called it the first time, and was sent there every summer thereafter until she got out of high school. And it was through that yo-yo dieting mentality experience that she had every single summer that she realized that she wanted to do something that actually truly worked and that she could deliver to other people. So she went to the University of Maryland and got her Bachelor of Science in Nutrition and Dietetics, and then went on to get her Master's in Applied Nutrition. She owns a private practice in California where she teaches the same things that she provides in this course. And then she has lost 100 pounds on her own and kept it off using this program that she is giving us. And not only that, but she's had a baby and got the weight off again. This is her postpartum right here. And then she just had another baby boy a few days ago. So she'll use it again, I'm sure. Just a little side note with her. She loves to eat. She hates dieting. So that's why she came up with this program. And it's been amazing for people so far who have used it, as you can see here. And then I also know a few people who did the test group with her. and had amazing results. Like they felt, kind of just more free in their nutrition, but also still saw the scale just dropping. Who is it for? It's for people who don't want to work out, for sure. And it's for people who can't, who may be injured or in a season where they can't. Maybe they're postpartum or there's something going on. But it's also for people who have a fitness program they love, but they need a less restrictive mentality, or they just need to learn about nutrition in the first place. I know a lot of people that try to outwork a bad diet, and then, they'll eat whatever they want and punish their bodies by going to the gym and trying to just work it all off instead of eating well and then treating their bodies well. So this is who it is for. It's for anyone who just needs a healthy relationship with food, or anyone who can't work out or doesn't want to for some reason. And here are some examples of people who have completed this program within 90 days, although this is really a lifestyle. It's not really just a 90-day program. They just have to put a time scale on, or a time frame on the actual, before and after. And so they do 90 days for that. So this is, I could be wrong, but I believe this was within 2 90-day increments. And then these two were just in 1 90-day increment. So what makes it different from anything else, what makes it different from the portion control that I use and still love, it's not a diet, it's a mindset, which the containers are too. They're just a little bit different, they're a little bit more structured and just structured, really. This is about learning a new lifestyle. It's not just a 30-day thing or whatever. There's no time limit on it. This is forever. And then this also takes out the restrictive and deprivation mentality. So instead of saying you only get, so for example, this doesn't really bother me, but it does some people. So with the container portions, I only get 3 carb containers a day. And so a lot of people would hear that and immediately feel restricted and immediately feel defeated. Whereas with this, it doesn't give you a limit. It just helps you learn to enjoy the other food groups more, and helps you learn how to have that healthy relationship where that is, you learn to be okay with that. So it doesn't give you that restrictive or deprivation mentality. There's so much more I could add to this, but I want to make this as short as possible. There's no cutting of food groups. You're not going to go keto. You're not going to cut carbs. You're not going to cut dairy. You're not going to cut gluten unless you have to, unless your body needs to. I told you those kids would come in to play. Yes. Anyways, there's probably going to be a conflict that arises here in a second. And then the best part is you're able to follow a program no matter where you are. You can go on vacation. You don't have to pack containers, or you don't have to plan ahead or meal plan or all these things. You can just go and know that you're going to make the healthiest choices because she's trained you how to do that wherever you're going. All right, let's move on to the 80-day obsession. So that was one of the nutrition. So 2B Mindset is a nutrition program only. There are no workouts that go with it. Let's talk about fitness now. So if you have been following me at all, you know I'm absolutely obsessed with the 80-day obsession. Obsessed, as the name implies. So who is this for? This is for intermediate to advanced exercisers who want to sculpt a lean, strong core, and build a firm round butt. It does say intermediate to advanced. I have a lot of people who have not worked out for years and have started this program, and they just followed the modifier and they're doing just fine and seeing great results. So you don't have to be intermediate to advanced. You can start straight from the bottom, if you want to put it that way. But when it says sculpt a lean, strong core, and build a firm round butt, I was pleasantly surprised with how well this program delivered. I did not expect to be fitting in my clothes the way that I did, and it was awesome. Now, with this one, it's 80 days of hard work. These workouts are 45 minutes to 60 minutes long. It takes commitment. It really does. But it's commitment that's worth it. Like, you get the payoff of this commitment for sure. What are the benefits? You get 80 different workouts filmed in real time, so you feel like you're in the studio with them, and they all focus on sculpting different parts of the body. So there's a booty day, there's an arms and abs day, there is a cardio core day, there is a leg day. So you get to really focus in on those body parts that you're trying to tone up. The nutrition guide. So here's where this is different from the 2B Mindset. On the nutrition guide, there is workout blocks where you eat specific food groups at certain times, and I'll show you an example here. So here's Time Nutrition. This is how the 80-day obsession nutrition works. This is a side note. You can do the 80-day obsession or any workout and do the 2B mindset nutrition instead, all right? Or you can do the 80-day obsession and choose to do the containers but not time them. So it's really just on how, like what season you're in, how flexible you want to be. We can pair you up with the right nutrition plan for your goals and for the realistic expectations you have in your life, or the realistic schedule and time limitations you have in your life. So for me, when I started the 80-day obsession, I really enjoyed and appreciated the time nutrition part. I needed that structure. I needed to know what food groups to eat at what time throughout the day. You can see here, it says the meals are spaced 2 to 3 hours from each other, so you never get hungry. There are actually times, like I just had a girl message me the other day. She was like, do I literally have to eat all this food? It's insane. You get plenty of food, and I'll help you determine which food bracket you're in and how to put that all together. And this is daunting, just looking at it like this, but there is a cooking show that shows you how to make recipes that fit these exact containers. So like, for example, on that pre-workout meal there where you see a red, a yellow, a green, and a spoon, that is a protein, a carb, a vegetable, and a healthy fat. You can do a frittata for that. And like, you can still make recipes that equal those containers. And we give you those, and they're awesome. And they're even customizable. Like say there's mushrooms in it, you don't like mushrooms, you can add a different vegetable in. So this is an easier approach to macros. It's still macros, but they've taken the measuring, like the scale. Usually when you are a bodybuilder and you're doing macros, you have to get your scale out and bring your scale everywhere and weigh everything and do all that. But this takes that guesswork out, and you just use these containers instead, which is, it's one for the other, but the containers are a lot easier. There's no more science to it. Like, she does it all for you. And what I really love about this, and every single nutrition program from Beachbody, whether it's time nutrition, just the containers, or the 2B mindset, the focus is on real food, all right? I know there's a diet out there right now that says, it's all about the fats and the proteins. And so even if you're eating cream cheese, it's a good fat, and that's not right. It is not right. It's not real food. It's processed. There's no nutrients in it. Yeah, it may get your body to shed fat, but then you're depriving it somewhere else. So what I love about all of Beachbody's programs is it is totally devoted to real food. No cutting out dairy unless you have dietary restrictions, obviously. No cutting out gluten. No cutting out specific, it's granted, they're not going to let you have all the carbs you want in a day. If I could, my whole day would be carbs or healthy fats. But it says you can have so many carbs a day, but you still get those carbs. And it's not even low carb, it's just moderate carb. So anyways, there's no cutting out anything except for sugar, because we all know, as much as we want to say we want sugar and we can make it work, it does not work for us. It works against us. All right, so let's say you want a middle of the road option here. You don't think you have enough time for 80-day obsession, or maybe it's a little bit too demanding for you physically or time-wise right now. You can choose to do Beachbody On Demand just by itself without getting the equipment for the 80-day obsession. And you'll still get all the workouts, and to be honest, you'll still get the 80-day obsession workouts. You just won't get the equipment. But Beachbody On Demand, hey, John. Okay. All right. Beachbody On Demand is like our Netflix of workouts and nutrition. So it's like way more inspiring than the real Netflix, I guess. We have over $6,000 worth of fitness and nutrition programs on there, including that cooking show called Fixate, which is amazing. And there's actually a restaurant now that they use these. It's in California. Autumn and her brother opened it up. It's crazy. I need to go visit sometime. But if you were to buy all these DVDs separate, which is how we used to sell them, you would spend over $6,000 to get all this material. But now you can get it all for $99 a year. There's an introductory cost of $160 because you get all of the other stuff with it, like the Shakeology and the containers and all that. But it's $99 a year. It's awesome. Now, let's talk about Shakeology really quick, because I know that's kind of like, people are really skeptical, and I was skeptical. And I remember telling my coach when I first started this, I was like, no way am I buying this stupid shake every single month and spending that much money on it. And to be honest, ever since I bought it, because I wanted it just because of the introductory price, and I thought, well, I might as well try it since it's cheaper if you buy it right off the bat. I was hooked because it does have protein in it, but it's not protein focused. It's actually focused on the nutrients. So Shakeology has, if you'll look at the ingredient list, it's got like a crazy amount of superfoods like chaga and sasandra and spirulina, and I mean, I could go on and on. And the reason that it uses superfoods is because they have a higher concentration of vitamins, minerals, antioxidants, adaptogens, probiotics, prebiotics. All of those are in Shakeology. And so if the number one testimony I get from all my Shakeology drinkers that are hooked say that it makes them regular, and they are so thankful for that because it does have those prebiotics and probiotics and fiber and healthy fats in it. But I can't really explain it, which sounds cultish almost, but you know, like when you start getting the nutrients your body needs, you feel better, and so you want to keep doing whatever makes you feel better. And so what Shakeology does, it's not protein. It does have protein, but that's not the focus. The focus is nutrients. When you start filling in those nutritional gaps and you feel good and your body's working the way it's supposed to, you get hooked. And so that is why I continue to drink it and why I continue to just like preach how awesome it is. So if you want, so let's talk about what you want now. So I've told you about this quickly because I'm trying to respect your time here. But if you want the 2B mindset, here are some of your options. You can pause this and look over this more in depth. But basically, I think the best option for this, totally being honest, what I would have done if I could start all over from the beginning, I would have bought this right here for $200 and gotten everything. Get the workouts, the nutrition portion, Shakeology, all of it for $200. And then I would have bought the 80-day obsession equipment on top of that, which is another $59. So I would have spent $259. Or now let's say you don't want the 2B mindset, you want the containers, and these are your options. And I chose this one, the Game Changer bundle, because it gave me the Beachbody On Demand, all the printed stuff I need. I'm so sorry. I don't know what the deal is. Come here. Hey, John. I need you to stop yelling, please. And it gives you the Shakeology, it gives you the containers, and it gives you all that you need to be, here's Hank, all that you need to be successful. And it also gives you right here, if you can see in this little tiny picture, it gives you Recover and Energize. Recover is a protein shake, and that is for building muscle. So we've got Shakeology, which is nutrient focused, and we've got Recover, which is protein focused. It's got BCAAs, so branched chain amino acids, to also help with muscle recovery. And then it's got Energize, which is a natural source of energy with caffeine. It does have caffeine, but it's from a source that does not give you like the drop that coffee or anything else would, or a soda would. So there's that, and it also comes with the equipment. So that's what I did, is this 80-day obsession Game Changer bundle. But I think most people start off here. If they want the 80-day obsession, they start off here at the 180 bundle, which is Shakeology. And then if you're like, I don't think I want the 80-day obsession, this is probably absolutely your best bang for your buck if you don't want the 2B mindset. So I hope that all makes sense. All your options make sense. If not, we can talk about this and figure it out. So your next steps are to decide which is the best fit for you. Make sure that you challenge yourself, because I think that's so important and so good for our brains and just everything. Challenge yourself, but also be realistic. So, like if you don't have an hour to work out every day, 80-day obsession is probably not for you. But it's awesome. If you can commit to that, it's worth it. And then also send me a message and let me know your plans as well as your email address. And so I will send you some options through your email of what I think would be best for you. And then you can tell me, this is good, or maybe I want this, but not this part of it. And we can come up with the best option to save you the most money and get you started. And then we can place your order and we can get started with changing your life. As dramatic as that sounds, like this did change my life. And so I'm really passionate about sharing it. That's right. And so, we'll get started. I can coach you one-on-one or in a group full of women. It's totally up to you. But I'm really excited to get started. So I'm going to stop my share here and stop my recording. Hank, can you say bye? Can you say bye-bye? Not today. Not today.